Good day, everyone, and thanks for joining us here in the charts. You tune into the market-based edition. Fellow competitors speaking. Goev, CANOO Inc. is a stock that we recently covered. I just want to go over it again so that the investors who have recently invested in this can have an idea of what could potentially take place next in this market. So stick around until the end. Loyal family, welcome back. And if you're new here, consider joining us. We're only going over the price action. Please do your fundamental research kindly and then return so we can continue on the price action. So let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's May the 4th, 2021, and the previous close of GOEV is going to be $8.11. It's down approximately 3.4% for the day, or it closed, rather. All right, so welcome back, loyal family, and welcome back, everyone. So here's what we have on the chart. Okay, I actually found something, so here's what we have. Okay, so this is super simple. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing on the screen is actually considered a descending channel. Okay, these are very difficult to understand. Well, not difficult to understand, but it would make all of the buyers who bought in at the higher levels truly reconsider what have they invested in, because the market is continuing to go down. Mostly every investor who has invested in this stock is down on their investment. Yes, and the reason that I know that is because when you go here, these are the 3-day candles. If you invested down here in this wick, if you bought in this wick down here, then you're up on your investment in between $7.34 all the way up to $7.99. If you bought in there, you're up on your investment. If you didn't, then you're down on your investment. Everyone. Okay. Now, these are the stocks that I really like. One of the things that I want to go over before we even get started with any potential, scenarios and what's going on in present day. Wow, excuse me. So I want everyone to know that the market structure has been compromised. Okay, it's broken. And if you don't believe me, then let's just scroll back in time here. If you notice, I don't know if you guys can actually see this. February the 24th, 2017 is where this price activity started, where the market just kind of, if you could see this right here, yeah, you could see that, where it just kind of, it has some really, man, I don't like this price activity because it's so difficult to try and like nip one of those wicks, right, and get yourself up on your investment. And then it just kind of did all this and just exploded, and then it gave back everything and it went lower. So the market structure, in terms of what I understand, to the candles bodies, these are 3-day candles, right about there. Okay, so something right there. That represents $9.70. So obviously that market structure has been compromised to the downside. And right now the investors are truly trying to figure out, man, what is this? I have no idea. I'm like 70% down on my investment. I need out. So this is where I come in, and we have not invested in this stock, by the way. If the market continues lower, then that wouldn't be a shocker to me. It would simply potentially find support if it continues lower at this lower descending line. Okay, these are 3-day candles. So if it goes down, let's just say on the next, this is a successful 3-day candle to close. So tomorrow we're going to open a new candle on May the 5th, 2021. And if it continues lower, then it looks like the lower line of support is going to be down here at about $6.65. That would also represent the lowest point in history in this stock. I want to see this market truly shake things up, because I still haven't seen any volume as an indication that there has been any real capitulation. I guess you can look at this candle here as the initial capitulation, March the 26th, 2021. If that is the initial capitulation, that's actually not good, because what happens is when you have the initial capitulation, well, I mean, these are the 3-day candles. I'd rather see it on the weekly. But when you have the initial capitulation, what I do is I put a horizontal line in the chart right there, okay? And then I make it like red or something. So when the capitulation comes in, what you want to see is the candle staying above the close of the initial capitulation candle. Now, this isn't 100% set in stone. I've seen other cases where the market does go lower than the capitulation candle, and it does eventually turn around, yes. But the ideal scenario would have been to stay above the $9.28 level. As it goes up, maybe it gets rejected, but do some sort of consolidating and then reapproach the resistance line that's keeping the price down, which can be identified as this descending line within this descending channel, this descending line just overhead. So that's how I look at the markets, guys. It's very unique. It's very practical, okay? Because remember, if the market has lost its structure, right, and that's at like a $9 and what did I say, like 70 cents, the next thing that I would look for is the capitulation. That would be an indication that the true market players who have been holding up the market, they're getting rid of it. They're just like, you know what, I'm done, and they sell off everything into the market. And then the new buyers or the strategic market players who see an opportunity in this stock is when they would actually capture the price just below the capitulation candle. But there's really not much of a wick on this capitulation candle right here. If you guys can see that, March of 26. Let's see if I could put like a horizontal, a rectangular, like this candle right here. So yeah, so in most cases, again, guys, according to what I know, I'm just going over the story, guys. If you are stopping in for the just a simple targets and price action, I just want to take some time to explain, you know, the kind of the psychology behind the candles and what I'm looking at. I'm always looking at buyers and sellers. Okay, so this candle that I just outlined, it appears that the selling came in and the selling is potentially continuing. So the amount of buying interest in this market is there. It's there. We have to bottom out. The market needs to bottom out. Has it recently bottomed here on this candle at April the 19th at a low of $7.33? Time will tell that. Okay. So let's just be patient. And the one thing that's making me scratch my head and say maybe this wasn't the bottom is because you guys know I look for the candle, the time. How much time? And if you notice this green candle here, okay, April the 6th, it went up. Great. Perfect. And then the following two candles were red. Okay, so it took 1 day to go up, all right, to $10, and then 2 days to come down. And then it took 3 days to go up to this red line and 1 day to give it all. These are 3-day candles. So it took one candle and then two candles, and you get what I'm saying, so forth. And then there's three-day candles to go up to the red line and one red 3-day candle to give it all back. So this is an indication to me that the market may want to move lower. Yeah, unfortunately. And we have to give this at least another 2 3-day candles, as the market took 3-day candles to push up. So now we have to give the market at least 2 additional potentially red candles to move down to see how far it can go. Hopefully that was a simple explanation, but you know, that's how I look at the markets, guys. You have to understand this from buyers and sellers. That's it. It's below the capitulation candle. Whether it's a capitulation candle or not, it is the highest sell volume in history in this stock, okay, in the history, okay, on March the 26th, those 3 days thereof. So again, I mean, yeah, we got to bottom out here. So just look for lower levels, $6, potentially 6.5 over the next 72 hours. I always give you guys a time frame. So let's just say that it does not continue lower, and Napoleon's wrong, you know, as usual, of course. This $8.11 would be the level, but I'm noticing that it's kind of getting a close below that level. I always look at the candle's bodies. Okay, so it looks like we got to close below that level. So yeah, the next 72 hours, if we can't just kind of do a fake out and pop back above it, yeah, it's gonna go lower, guys. It's going to go lower. So just get prepared. If you are invested, have your strategy readily available. That should already be predetermined before you enter. And that's all I have. So I guess in a nutshell, I could have summed this up, guys, in like 4 seconds. I think the market will go lower if it takes longer than 72 hours to get back above $8.11. Okay? So that's it. Hopefully this was useful. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment to support the channel. The YouTube algorithm picks up on that. Thank you. And also, if you're new, before you go, I'd like to offer you more information on the alternative markets. We cover that, Bitcoin, altcoin. Subscribe kindly, and we'll send you that information when it is available. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for your time, for stopping out with us. Be sure to take care of yourselves and protect your portfolio by executing your strategies. Okay? We'll talk soon. Bye for now.